Oh, we have it together now. I hope Trance is actually here. This was Trance's idea in the first place. Oh, did I say that out loud? Alright. We've been thinking about this little stupidity that we're going to get into. When recently we had heard the introduction, the prelude to Disney's animated Renaissance classic, Beauty and the Beast. You know, the beginning where it opens with that little narrative story explaining how the Beast became the Beast and basically sets up the plot of the movie about him having to fall in love and all that. You know, the old bigger woman, all that. Da 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 da. Right? Sets up the story in a fantastic way. Tries to show the Beast, you know, as the young prince was loveless and cruel and unkind and all that. Actually, let's just go through the thing. Once upon a time, in a faraway land. What's a faraway land? It's relative, right? So, but pretty much it's assuming that the audience member watching this movie is in a land far away. But it doesn't matter. You know what? The closest place, as far as the movie's concerned, the closest place is that village where Belle comes from, which is about, from where they say, it's about a day's ride from the village at a moderate, pace. It's about a day's ride, right? If you're in a hurry, I guess it takes 2 hours. But anyway, let's get beyond that. It's a faraway land. Da, 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 da. All right. The intro, we're looking at this whole thing from a more practical point of view. And with 21st century sensibilities about the whole situation. Okay? We understand it's a fanciful setup. You're not supposed to think too much about it. Kind of intro and everything. But we're going to just for kicks. Okay? Just for in vain sight's insane sight. It doesn't matter. Okay. Once upon a time, faraway land, a young prince lived in a shining castle. And so the prince had everything he wanted. The prince was spoiled, unkind. Really? I mean, who's taking care of the prince? They don't really establish. So the servants, as far as you can tell, the servants are the ones that raise the prince, right? The servants seem pretty cool to me. I mean, they seem very hospitable and kind. I mean, who raised the beast to be cruel and unkind? He didn't seem to. I mean, yeah, he's got his little temper thing, but we'll get to that. We'll get to his temper and whatnot in a minute. But realistically, though, if the servants aren't mean, and they're pretty much seems like they're the ones that are raising him, I don't see how he would come mean. Spoiled? Okay, yeah. Prince he becomes spoiled. But it just doesn't seem like he would be taught to be cruel and unkind. I just don't see how that happened. Okay. Let's go beyond that, okay? Who knows, right? But let's just get to the point. Let's get to the main thing here. The main thing, and that's the old beggar woman who shows up on a cold winter's night. On a cold winter's night, in a faraway land, a shining castle in a faraway, a cold winter land, an old beggar woman shows up. Maurice shows up accidentally and stuff, but he really shows up there accidentally. It's proven he shows up there accidentally. He's cold, he's looking for shelter, he has nothing to offer. No, whatever. No. But this beggar woman knocks on the The servants are all servants right now. They're all humans and stuff. Beasts, da da da. We're in a faraway land and it's cold winter. Who the hell is knocking on our door this time of the year, way out here? I mean, come on. That happened, something like that happened. You hear about these stories all the time about these people that are in their isolated places and, where nobody should be around. And all of a sudden, is at our door right now on a cold winter's night, faraway land. Huh? Okay, well, there's a lot of people in this castle. Okay, let's go. The young prince answers the door. We're still going to get to that young prince part. We're going to just stick to the strange visitor who shows up on a cold winter's night in a faraway land. And what does she have to offer in payment? She offers a payment. Will you let me stay out of the cold for this rose? This seemingly freshly cut rose? It's a cold winter's night. Where the hell does she get a frickin' freshly cut rose? Huh? Suspicious. This is suspicious. This is getting more suspicious. Do you let me in? I mean, I don't want to be cruel to an old beggar woman who's, in the cold and stuff, but this seems suspect. This seems suspect. And rightfully so, because guess what she is? She's a freaking enchantress that changes him into a beast. I think the young prince, was very, very justified in not trusting this woman to come into his castle. I think he was very justified in being. The narration calls him cruel. Wait, lady says he sees her ugliness and turns the old woman away. No shit. She's scary looking. She's on a cold winter's land with a freaking freshly cut rose. Everything about this screams red flags. No, I ain't letting you in. You're crazy. I got my peoples that I gotta look at. I'm the prince. Yeah, I'm the prince. I'm a young prince. How young is the prince at that point? Now remember, the narrative says that the flower will start to wilt upon the prince's 21st birthday. Okay? So when the majority of the story takes place when the beast is 21 years old. Okay? So that means this part of the story, the narrative, starts when? How old is he? The song Be Our Guest has the answer. Lumiere says, for 10 years we've been rusting, needing so much more than dust. 10 years! So that means the prince, was 11 years old when this old hag woman with a rose shows up out of nowhere. Asking for some shelter. He's 11. Is he supposed to be making it? Do you teach your 11-year-old kid to just let strangers into the house? No! He had every reason to be suspicious and not let that old. Because what's she do? After he says turns her away, she says, "No, I'm a beautiful woman. Guess what? I'm turning you into a beast. I'm turning all your people into, household furniture and shit. And you're gonna be a beast until you can learn to get loved. But you know what? Ain't nobody gonna find this castle. I'm gonna turn it from, a shiny castle. It's gonna be all dark, dingy. Make sure the forest works. You know what? You won't be able to communicate with them. Your servants can't go anywhere. Because guess what? They're all furniture now. I mean, yeah, they can talk, but good luck convincing anybody to come to a castle where the furniture talks to them. Okay? No, I don't think so. That's why, when Maurice shows up, guess what? Guess what happened the last time an old person showed up at their castle? What happened the last time an old person just showed up at the castle? That's why the beast threw him in a dungeon, in the tower, wherever he threw him. That's why the beast did that. I mean, the servants are like, come on, maybe this will be the guy. Because they're not, looking at like an 11-year-old did. Remember, this kid He's basically got the mentality of an 11-year-old still. Because really, who's teaching him at that point? The furniture? What are they going to teach him? How to sit properly, maybe. Look at his temper tantrums and all that. He's 11, basically. His maturity level did not go up very much because he's got no contact with the outside world. All his servants are furniture and whatnot. This narrative sucks. The plot still ends up going the same, but you know what? The prince was not cruel and unkind. He was careful. He was suspicious. He was a young 11-year-old prince who was raised right, actually, but got betrayed by some strange woman who turned out to be an enchantress. A beautiful enchantress, yeah. But you know what they say about pretty girls? Never trust a smiling face, things like that. Whatever. That's pretty much it. We just wanted to say that. Yeah, the situation doesn't change with the rest of the story. The only thing that really changes is the beast isn't so vilified. But, you know, he knew right to go save Belle. You know, it wasn't really that hard to change the beast. It really wasn't, to change him from turning old women away and stuff like that. You know, and plus when Belle shows up, does he keep her in the dungeon? No. He doesn't. Yeah, he keeps her in, but you know what? He's 11-year-old. He's like, I gotta keep this girl here. I gotta keep this girl here so I can make her love me. That sounds like an 11-year-old to me. That sounds like something an 11-year-old might think. Yeah, I gotta keep this girl here, okay? I'll let her dad go, and she'll stay here, and maybe I can, okay. That's anything, but he's okay, but I gotta keep her. I gotta try to be nice to her. But of course, you know, when she starts getting defiant and refusing to come to dinner, yeah, he's gonna throw a tantrum. He's an 11-year-old mentality, maturity level prince. Of course he is. I gotta stop. This is gonna get too long. It's already getting too long, so I keep repeating myself and everything. But anyway, that was our food for thought here, our in vain sight. This is a little extra note. Disney shouldn't concern themselves so much about depicting Arabs dressing like MC Hammer. They should concern themselves more with not encouraging young children to open their doors to strangers, bearing suspicious but pretty gifts. We're getting out of here. Don't be a minion. It's hot in here.